Hey friends! So glad that you're here. I am Erin Hart. I'm a registered nurse, health coach, and a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. I'm not affiliated with Brightline Eating, but I am a big proponent of it, and I really encourage you to look into the lifestyle. I have lost 125 pounds with Brightline Eating and really felt called to become a health coach because my life has completely changed, and I just want to spread hope to those of you out there who are struggling with your program or are wanting to start and you feel overwhelmed. I felt the same way. So I used to weigh 300 pounds. I totally get it, but you can absolutely do it. You really can lose all of your weight and keep it off forever. No one can transform for you, but I do these videos to educate, inspire, and give you some guidance. Just imagine living free from cravings and insatiable hunger and having so much energy and confidence to be able to maintain a healthy weight without starving yourself or counting calories. It really is possible. So in this video, I want to talk about how to stay motivated in your Brightline Eating program. And you may be surprised when I tell you that it's actually really not about motivation at all. Being successful with Brightline Eating is about momentum, not motivation. I laugh because I heard someone say once, "Oh, you think you need to be motivated to do this?" No, you don't do it because you want to or because you feel like it. You just do it because you committed to it, and you do it even when you don't feel motivated. It's all about creating routines, developing habits, and self-discipline, not motivation. The way that I see it, there are 3 pillars to achieving extraordinary success with weight loss. We need, number 1, a mindset of unstoppability. I covered that in some other videos, and I have some great videos and tools about some of the mindset coaching I do with my clients. You can find that on my YouTube channel. Number 2, we need a good strategy that's healthy, sustainable, and proven. No fads, no gimmicks. Brightline Eating just encourages people to eat an abundance of healthy, real food from every food group and to eliminate highly processed foods that contain flour and sugar. I think that it's a great strategy. It is very structured and evidence-based, which as a nurse, I love. And then number 3, we need to execute. And we need to actually make ourselves do it, right? And create new habits that we do consistently. It sounds simple, but if you can just implement those 3 pillars and you have an abundance of patience, achieving your goals is really just a matter of time. This is not a diet. We are in this for the long haul. It's a long game. It's an amazing lifestyle that has enriched my life in every way. It's so worth it. But some people struggle when the honeymoon period wears off and the excitement of starting a new program fades. So we need to find ways to maintain momentum in your program. I think of our programs as a rocket ship that's going to space. I've heard it said before that it takes 90% of the rocket fuel just to get 20 feet off the ground. You know, whether that's accurate or not, I think it's a great analogy for starting Brightline Eating. The first few weeks are the hardest, especially the first week when we're detoxing from flour and sugar. I never identified as a food addict until I actually started Brightline Eating and gave up sugar and flour. As a registered nurse who has cared for many patients that were withdrawing from different drugs, alcohol, or medication, I was so surprised when that first week that I gave up flour and sugar, I had similar symptoms of withdrawal. I had headaches, extreme fatigue, and even body aches. It was awful. I never want to detox again. And the good news is that I won't ever have to if I don't ever get back into the sugar and flour again. Detoxing really opened my eyes to how addictive sugar and flour really are. The first week is rough, but once the flour and sugar is out of your system, it starts to feel so much easier. Your cravings will dramatically decrease, and in my experience, they eventually went away. The first few weeks are the hardest. not only because of the detox, but because you're creating new habits and giving up old behaviors. I had to find new ways to cope with the stresses and emotions of life other than using food. But I started to see the benefits really fast. And in only a few weeks, my cravings went to almost zero, and I felt like I had so much more control and peace with food. Freedom from cravings is so awesome. You really can live without cravings, I promise. Once you start to follow the program and adopt these new habits one by one, not all at once, but creating a habit at a time, like writing down your food the night before and the next day eating that and only that, or meal planning, meal prep, and making strong morning and evening routines. You get to a point where your program starts to feel really easy, and it can even start to feel automatic and effortless. I call this place the sweet spot. And I love when my clients tell me that it's starting to feel easy after a couple of weeks. And that's really typical for a lot of people when they're following the program as it's written. It's the magic of bright line eating. When we stop rewarding our brains with sugar and flour, our cravings dramatically decrease. And after a while of stable blood sugars, our insulin levels normalize and our leptin isn't blocked anymore. It feels like magic, but really it's just science. When we are in that sweet spot, it's so important not to mess that up, especially if you're highly susceptible to food addiction and unhealthy behaviors around food. You just can't mess around. It's really not worth it. It's not the time to start thinking that you're a moderate eater and can intermittently have sugar and flour or go off plan. The saying that 100% is a breeze and 98% is a beast is accurate. We really have to beware of complacency in our program. This is the time to find ways to continue to strengthen your mind in your program. I see so many people in the Brightline eating community that are cruising along, and then one meal off plan or one holiday where they indulge leads to months of struggle. If you are in the sweet spot and your program is feeling effortless and easy for you, you're losing weight and cruising along, protect that. Do all that you can to maintain that momentum. Like that rocket ship that's going to space, or like riding a bike uphill, don't stop, don't slow down. Surround yourself with support and just keep going. If it feels hard, that's good. When it's hardest, it's working. You're transforming, and the way that you change your emotions and attitude about your program is to either change your thoughts or your actions. If you're unmotivated, overwhelmed, or discouraged and have negative thoughts about your program, do a thought inventory like we talked about last week. Interrupt that negative thinking pattern and replace those negative thoughts with empowering beliefs. And if you still don't feel motivated, just do it anyway. Consistent action and self-discipline, even without any motivation, can result in you gaining momentum. And the motivation will eventually come later, but you don't need motivation to act. Self-discipline is the key. Another thing that really helped me to maintain that momentum during the weight loss phase was to reward myself along the way and celebrate every single win. Celebrating every small win, even something as small as putting a sticker on a tracker every day or drawing a star next to your bright meals after you ate what you committed, is just a way to celebrate your efforts and acknowledge that you're doing something really hard, something that a lot of people don't have the courage or the will to do. It brings joy throughout the journey instead of waiting to be happy when you get to the end and reach your goal. Every small milestone, I would plan out rewards, like a new shirt, a pedicure, a night out, a new book, or bath bombs or something. I would do that every 5 pounds, the things that I normally wouldn't buy for myself. And when I'd hit a bigger milestone, like when I got below 200 pounds or lost 100 pounds or 50 pounds, I would do something really big to celebrate, something I'd be really excited about, like a weekend getaway without the kids, an art class, or a new wardrobe, something that was a splurge. The weight loss phase is temporary, and if this helps you to get it over with faster, it's worth it. Don't wait to be happy. Just be happy now. Celebrate as you go all of the amazing things that you're doing. And focus on all of the amazing progress that you've made. When you maintain that speed and don't lose momentum, it starts to feel easier and can even become effortless. You will see those pounds just falling off. The key is not to become complacent. We must keep moving forward. Focusing on perfecting the process, following through with the habits and routines, and not worrying about the outcome. If you have a mindset of unstoppability, consistency, executing the right strategy, and an abundance of patience, you will get there and you will get where you want to go and stay there. So surround yourself with support, simplify your life, and put all of your focus on getting the weight off once and for all. You really can do it. I am rooting for you. We must be self-responsible. We have the power to create the life that we want for ourselves. So just take it one day at a time. If you are struggling or feel overwhelmed, I would love to help you. I've been there myself, so please feel free to reach out to me. You can send me a direct message or go to my website at erinharthealthcoaching.com and schedule an appointment for a free coaching call. Sometimes we need to find strength and guidance from someone who's been there and done what you're trying to do. I'm here to help. So I will talk to you soon. Have a great week. We'll see you next time.